In honor of Hispanic Heritage Month, Student Council will read about Antonio Pantoja. Antonio Pantoja, fighting for Puerto Rican New York. Between 1940 and 1960, over 800,000 Puerto Ricans moved to the United States mainland, about 85% of them to New York City. Antonio Pantoja, 1922 to 2002, became one of their most important leaders. A school teacher from San Juan, she founded an organization, Aspira, that trained politicians, activists, and reformers to lead New York's growing Puerto Rican community in the following decades. Born into a family of poor but educated tobacco and laundry workers, Antonia Pantoja never knew her father, who was not married to her mother. Neighbors helped her attend the University of Puerto Rico. In 1942, she became a teacher in rural schools. Later, she would see education as central both to her own ambitions and to the needs of Puerto Ricans on their native island and in New York. In 1944, she moved to New York and found wartime factory work, making radios for submarines. In 1950, she applied for an ID card as a U.S. citizen born in Puerto Rico. The birth certificate she submitted described her as mestiza, of mixed race. In Puerto Rico and New York, Pantoja resisted discrimination against darker-skinned Latinos. Migrants applied for identification from Puerto Rico's Department of Agriculture and Commerce. Helen Lihu, Pantoja's roommate on Baruch Place on the Lower East Side, was the supporting witness for her application. Pantoja's birth certificate in Spanish noted her residence in San Juan's Barrio Obrero, a community of working people. Pantoja and other post-war arrivals joined the city's existing community of over 60,000 Puerto Ricans, who had established vibrant and varied institutions in the early decades of the 20th century. Job opportunities in New York and direct passenger flights from San Juan encouraged thousands of Puerto Ricans to move to New York. They transformed a small community into a city within a city, a Spanish-speaking population with major settlements in East Harlem, the Bronx, Brooklyn, and the East and West Sides. Bodegas, or grocery stores, proliferated in Puerto Rican neighborhoods. But Puerto Ricans also encountered discrimination, poverty, and a declining industrial job market. Many new migrants, moreover, were poor campesinos, or rural farmers, with little or no tradition of literacy or formal education. The city exposed Pantoja to diverse people: factory workers, Greenwich Village artists, social workers in East Harlem. She was a lesbian, and while she was not openly gay until late in life, privately she connected with New York's gay community. Meanwhile, she pursued her education, earning degrees from Hunter College, 1952, Columbia University School of Social Work, 1954, and the Union Graduate School, 1973. In 1957, Pantoja was hired by Dr. Frank Horn to join a new city agency, the Commission on Intergroup Relations. Under his tutelage, Pantoja planned a new organization for Puerto Ricans based on African American and Jewish rights groups she observed in New York. The Puerto Rican Forum would fight to eliminate the problems that were making a community weak, poor, silent, submissive. For more information, please visit the Hidden Voices curriculum. Thank you.